Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize guy.
Coming in at 17-1, 12 KOs against an experienced Patrice Volny, a live Patrice Volny, despite the age difference.
This is a very, very live underdog in Patrice Volny, who has a very good skill set, Sergio.
Absolutely, man. I think this is a sleeper type fight. Volny is very patient. He's a good puncher. He's lanky. He doesn't throw many punches, so he allows you to touch him on the gloves, but nothing penetrates. Guys like this are very tough to look good against and very tough to stay responsible against.
Ammo compared this fight to a fight he had back in 2022 against Kieran Conway, another very disciplined, fundamentally sound fighter that Ammo, in what I thought was his best performance of his career up until that point, got a decision against Conway on the Canelo Golovkin undercard. So he feels like that experience is going to help him in this fight.
You know what, Chris, when he told us that, I went back and watched that Conway fight, and I see what he means. It's stylistically, he had to be very patient and careful against Conway, and he's going to have to do the exact same thing here against Volny. He can't get carried away trying to, punch too hard at that guard. You got to stay disciplined and look for the right shots. Well, you can bet that Volny's going to stick to his game plan. You're not going to fight him out of his game plan and strategy. So, of course, he studied fighters like Ammo, and he's good with southpaws because he keeps that guard up and keeps applying that pressure. He's always in front of his opponents, and that's usually what southpaws do. They're always following their opponent around, putting that physical pressure, but it's Volny doing it to the left-hander now.
Coming around, good wraparound left from Volny.
Great shot by Volny there.
That wasn't speed, that wasn't power, that was timing right there. Went around the guard and waited for Ammo to drop that right hand. And that shook Ammo. Ammo shook a little bit. That left hook's gonna be there for Volny once again, man. He's already getting comfortable and close to landing hard around the guard, the right arm of Ammo Williams. And you can see Ammo finally backing up now. And you know what? Use that right hand. Just keep pecking and poking at that chest.
There's a good left hand by Ammo. Now he works to the body, comes back upstairs with a two-punch combo.
Oh yeah, Volny's hurt now.
Volny lower in the guard. An uppercut from Ammo. Austin Williams perhaps cracking the code of that high guard by Patrice Volny.
Listen, man, and I said this was going to be a statement round. Little did I know both guys were going to get shook. Watch out for the left uppercut. Volny's going to be looking for uppercuts now. Really not get over-eager like he's trying to be. I mean, that's not how you beat guys like Volny. You beat him with patience, and you beat him with strategy.
Yeah, and I like what I saw just coming out of this round, Sergio, with Ammo Williams trying to circle a little bit. He was talking this week about the need to use angles in this fight. We haven't seen much of that in the first half of it, so there's more angles. And I've got a 67-66 now in favor of Patrice Volny. I gave him the last couple of rounds. Very competitive fight, a couple of pretty close rounds, but right now I've got Patrice Volny up 1.
More like a chess match through 8 rounds and change. Good exchange.
I almost said he was going to use his jab in smart ways. I've seen the jab, but I haven't seen the different style jabs. If you're going to use the jab in a smart way, you got to go up to the chest. You got to go down. You got to change the speed, change the trajectory of the jab. I haven't seen that from Ammo Williams.
That was a good flurry, though, on the inside from him.
But I like the fact that he's on the back foot now, Ammo Williams. Because I think in order to beat a guy like Volny, that keeps his that guard up like that, you want to get him to go to you. That way you can box him off instead of trying to push him back and fight him off.
Yeah, that's part of the interesting part of this fight.
Good exchange and a good left thrown by Ammo.
Oh, these guys are going to win.
I think they both recognize how close this fight is.
Ammo Williams with a focus, chin tucked in. Around that guard with that left, sneaking the left uppercut.
There's that angle that we're talking about, Richardson. Ammo needs to get on an angle right there, either left or right, because if you have an opponent in front of you who just has that earmuff defense, you got to get on the side of the guard to try to penetrate that guard.
Exactly. I don't think you guys noticed. It was a weird uppercut Ammo threw. It was the way he turned his hand and kind of sneaked it through. I think he need to go back to it.
And there you go, the angle again. He can get that angle, those uppercuts would open up. Because there'll be a sliver that he can actually penetrate that guard from the angle. And an uppercut can land in there. Good body shots. He finally Ammo throwing some body shots.
And Ammo putting himself in good position to unload on that recent combo.
But he's also putting himself in position, squaring up for those uppercuts that Volny's really good at.
Turn from Ammo, and he brings this fight back to the middle of the ring. Under 50 seconds to go in Orlando.
Good defense.
Ooh, good shot there by Volny. Nice left hook.
Can Volny capitalize off that punch?
I think Volny sent something landing that left hook.
Volny needing something special to pick up win number 20.
If you remember, 2 fights ago, Ammo Williams got stopped in the 11th round in another competitive fight against Hamza Shiraz.
Ammo's not letting him get off. He's smothering him, tying him up. And that's what he's supposed to do if you want to get the victory.
Well, this round, that's a slip. That is a slip by Ammo Williams. Not ruled a knockdown.
Good call.
The correct call for sure. And that 12th round, tell you what, Austin Ammo Williams, the much busier fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at the Kareem Royale in Orlando, Florida, we go to the judges' scorecards. Frederick Flutie, 118-110. Efrain Lebron, 116-112. Michael Ross scored this bout 115-113, all three. For your winner, by unanimous decision, he's the new WBA Continental America's middleweight champion, Austin Ammo Williams.
Let's go! This is what we train for, hard fights, tough guys who want to win. He had never been stopped before. I was going for it, but my maturity told me I can't go and blast out and get caught with something. I learned from doing that. I had to beat him strategically. He was very smart. He listened to his corner the whole fight. I had to pick from experiences I have in previous fights and take him down.
You know, he kept that high guard up for the entirety of the fight. How difficult was it to figure that style out?
It's very hard because the guys who have the high guard, not only do they have the high guard, they have the ability to lean back. So sometimes you can try to press them and pull, and they know you're coming, so they'll take a step back, create some distance, and throw even bigger shots from the floor. And you got to watch those because they come from the bottom up, and those can turn your lights out before you know it. So I was happy that I had that experience to see that. My coach, Kevin Cunningham, he told me to keep pushing him. If he wasn't telling me that in the corner, I would have lost this fight. If it wasn't for my coach, I would have lost this fight. So I appreciate him so very much, and that's what I need to go to world championship level.
Now, get out of the house.
Come on, really?
And go see the movie audiences are calling
Go on.
outrageous in the best possible way.
Bad week to quit drinking.
You quit drinking?
No, I just mean it would be.
Novocaine.